Howdy, everybody.
We're recording?
Yep.
Okay.
Say howdy.
Howdy.
We are still the Fralins. Haven't changed our names legally yet. Doubt that we will. Getting too old for that. Anyway, how is everybody out there? How many of you have gone back and looked at the long versions of some of the things that I've painted and shown? I would really love you to do that, because it shows the process I use. I have so much fun doing it. I want you to have fun watching it. Anyway, some of it's set to some pretty cool music. Oh, we are. What are we going to talk about for a front porch chat?
I don't know.
See, I always have to start it.
I planted some tulips today.
Yes, he did.
I mowed the yard.
He planted some tulips. He mowed the yard. But we went down and they had a reception for the PA who has been treating all of us down here for the last
24 years.
24 years. And so we went down. He's finally retiring. And so we went down and to his reception. And it was very nice.
I had a piece of cake. She had a cookie and some lemonade.
Yep. That's the way it was.
It was only down there about 10-15 minutes.
Yeah. He was very nice and came out and spoke to us. He was going around making sure he spoke to everybody. So that's very cool. I talked him into making his homemade pizza tonight. His pizza's more of it's pizza, but it's got so many beautiful fillings on it that it's almost more of a casserole. Right?
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to just pick it up. I mean, it's done well. But it's delicious. It is delicious.
I don't have no mushrooms or olives.
Oh. Well then.
All I got is pepperoni, hamburger, and cheese.
That's all.
That's all I got. Of course,
There's a store downtown.
Of course, there's pizza sauce down below.
I'm teasing. Yeah, we'll be going for a vacation soon. We'll be going up to a place called Valentine, Nebraska. It's right up on the South Dakota border. Not going to say exactly when we're leaving, but we will go.
It's up in the Sandhill country.
Yep. One of those other planets that we live on.
Niobrara River area.
Yeah.
There's a couple
fossil digs.
There's a couple of lakes up there.
Yeah.
A fort up there. There's a museum up there. There's something called Smith Falls.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. And we'll be able to show people that there is more in Nebraska than I-80.
There's a game reservation up there.
Reserve. Game reserve, yeah.
Neighbor guy was saying that these little chipmunks come out of the holes, and there's something called a burrowing
owl.
Burrowing owl that will go into them holes.
I'd never heard of it.
And take over.
I looked it up and they're true. It's real. They're for real. I never heard of it before. But they don't actually do the burrowing. They just steal the burrow.
Yeah. They make it big enough for them.
So then they get down in there and nest, I guess. And they're not specifically a nighttime owl, from what I read.
But I put a new radiator in our van, and I put a couple of brake lines on yesterday, the rubber ones that were getting old and cracked. Put all new heater hoses on it. lower radiator hose, radiator.
Painted it.
Oh, I did that a long time ago. But yeah, I painted it.
You painted the wheel wells.
No, I didn't. They're chrome.
I thought you said you painted them.
No, they're chrome wheels. I just cleaned them up.
Oh, well, they sure look nice.
It was all
They're
rusty.
shiny.
I took a wire brush on a drill and wire brushed them because that's the only way.
And it
to
didn't
get
scratch them
cleaned
up?
No. Well, I've had to do that so many times that they're so rusty that that's what you almost have to do.
Oh.
Then I
Well, they don't
waxed
look
them.
rusty now. Oh, that's what you did. You waxed them.
I waxed
That's why they're so shiny. See, sooner or later, we will figure each other out.
Well, I got them cleaned up and then I waxed them, sprayed this wax on them.
He planted some more tulips out front.
In front here.
Yeah, right in front of him. Right in the floor. No.
Eight or nine bulbs.
So we're gonna have some nice looking flowers come
Hopefully.
next year.
Hopefully
I'm looking forward to it.
the squirrels don't dig them up and eat them.
I don't think they so much like flower bulbs that I know of. You can feed them.
Neighbor guys said they do.
Well, I guess. They know a lot more about gardening than we do.
I haven't really seen that many squirrels in my front yard. So.
Oh, I have. They love to play around here. But a lot of times they can be across the street.
Yeah.
But they like to play up in the trees. But every once in a while, I would love to catch another one out there in that bird bath sometime. There was one, I was so weird. It was so weird and so funny. It was last year or two. I still got the video somewhere. But you know what? I was just being silly. Because I'm like that once in a while. Anyway, I like my little lemur over here. And they'd been showing lemurs on TV and zoos and stuff. Or on other channels, that's right. It was other channels. Where they had been taking a tour through the zoo. And they're so darn cute. So I asked Google. I asked if a lemur would make a good pet, and they said no. They do not make good pets at all. I don't know if they're even legal to have as pets, but I guess they're really not friendly. They like to show off, but they're really not friendly. They're not good pets. They're not very clean. I guess they carry a lot of diseases.
I went to the doctor a week ago, and this lady that checks me in, she used to live on a farm. Well, she still does, but when she was growing, when her kids were growing up, they found a little raccoon, and they fed it.
Yes.
They fed it, and they had a raccoon as a pet. She said they just loved them little marshmallows. But one day they had an insurance lady show up, and she had left her window down about, I don't know, 6, maybe 10 inches down. And the raccoon was outside, and they got done talking to her, and she went out to the car, and they heard a scream. And they went out there, and that raccoon was on her front seat eating sunflower seeds that she had in her car. And so they went out and they got the raccoon from the car, and it scared the heck out of her.
It would have scared me too, because you don't normally see a raccoon eating marshmallows or sunflower seeds in your car.
So she said they just love sunflower seeds, marshmallows. I heard that they like anything that's grape, like grape jelly and that kind of stuff. They like that.
They also like corn.
Yeah.
I guess our corn went to the coons.
Sweet corn. We had 3 rows of sweet corn, and the coons got to them. So we ain't gonna have no sweet corn.
So I guess if we want sweet corn, we go to the farmer's market.
And to the
grocery store.
They was eating some of the tomatoes just for the moisture,
Probably.
because it was so hot there for a while. We tried trapping they had a couple of live traps over in our garden. And they had marshmallows, the guys had put marshmallows inside. But evidently them smart little devils were reaching their paws in the front of the trap instead of going in it and pulling them marshmallows out and eating them, because the marshmallows would all be gone.
They got smart. Smart raccoons. Well, they have those really long claws. I mean,
Yeah.
they can use them for about anything. The thing about raccoons is they like to keep their paws clean.
That's what that lady that I was telling me the story about her coon was.
Yeah.
She said it was so cute to watch them wash their hands. And
It is so nice today. It's been pretty nice most of the week. It was hot earlier, but our daughter, we saw her after. I think he enjoyed that. We ran across our daughter after she got off work, and her forehead was sweating quite a bit.
it was hot in the sun.
Yeah, it was. But we got shade here.
I know when I was mowing it, getting the sun, it was warm.
That's why I wouldn't mind a tree in the back, but anyway, we've got an umbrella on our picnic table now, so. Oh, little girl. How is that a little girl? She doesn't look very big. I don't know who's got who, the dog or her.
The dog's not really running, he just walking.
Yeah. She's probably bigger than I think from here. She's not a toddler.
We could plant a tree out back, it's just
Making sure where the roots are out of the water lines. And
depends on what kind of a tree. Popular, they grow fast, but they're brittle.
yeah,
They break easy.
yeah. No, I wouldn't want a huge tree. I would. They make these little like silver willows. They don't make them. You can grow these little silver willows. They're not a very tall tree. Of course, I don't know how much shade they'd provide, but they.
That's a close
You know when the kids are driving. Oh. They'll get older and wiser when they figure out that they gotta pay the bills to fix their machines.
Yeah.
Our grandchildren are starting to learn that. Anyway.
I'm just looking at the plants. Yeah.
That one just didn't hold up.
It's still living. It's green.
Which one you talking about?
This big one.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the one clear over on the end. The one with those kind of broadleaves that are green with the purple in the center.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't last.
Something happened.
When we got back from going down to that reception, and they do hit me after a while. It's not like I can't stay awake like with my Flexeril in the mornings, but it does have, well, there's the gabapentin and there's my clonazepam, and those two do tend to make me a little sleepy. I guess it's time to say ta-da for now.
Goodbye.
We'll see you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, what he said. We'll see you tomorrow. Love you all.
Bye-bye.
Smile and wave. Find somebody out there to smile and wave at.
Bye-bye.
He's a kook.